Hey everyone, welcome back to Finite Planet. So today, we're heading deep into the Andes of Colombia to explore the Muisca religion, one of the most fascinating and lesser-known spiritual traditions of pre-Columbian South America. The Muisca were part of the larger Chibcha culture, living high up on the Bogota plateau long before the Spanish arrived. Now, the Muisca weren't empire builders like the Inca or the Aztec, but they had a rich, deeply spiritual worldview. Their religion was all about maintaining balance between people, nature, and the divine forces that ruled the world. At the heart of their beliefs was the sun god, Sue, and the moon goddess, Chia. Sue represented warmth, life, and power. He was seen as the father of all creation. Chia, on the other hand, symbolized fertility, emotion, and the rhythms of nature. The Muisca believed that life depended on the harmony between these two, light and dark, day and night. So they built temples to both gods, the temple of the sun in Sogamoso and the temple of the moon in Chia. Priests performed rituals, offered gold, emeralds and food, all to keep the cosmic balance intact. Gold, by the way, wasn't seen as money. It was spiritual energy, something sacred that reflected the sun's power. And speaking of gold, ever heard of El Dorado? Yep, that legend actually comes from the Muisca people. Their kings, during coronation rituals, were said to cover themselves in gold dust and dive into Lake Guatavita as an offering to the gods. The Spanish turned that ritual into the myth of a golden city. But for the Muisca, it was never about wealth. It was about honoring the divine. The Muisca also worshipped natural forces. Lakes, rivers and mountains were sacred. They believed spirits lived in these places, guiding and protecting their communities. Another key figure was Bochica, a wise culture hero who taught the people morality, farming and law. When chaos struck or floods came, Bochica would restore order, kind of like a divine teacher and savior. Now, when the Spanish colonized the region, much of the Muisca religion was suppressed, but traces still survive today in legends, rituals, and even place names across Colombia. So, the Muisca faith reminds us that spirituality doesn't always need temples or scriptures. Sometimes, it's simply about living in respect and balance with the world around us. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into ancient Colombia, don't forget to subscribe to Finite Planet for more stories from the world's lost and living religions.